Hello, 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 and hello again, and welcome to the Tiki Bar Let's Play of Bastion. I'm Jacob, and, well, let's explore the Bastion.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
Oh, snap.
We talk for a spell.
Let's find out about the city crest.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
Okay, so what in the world is a core?
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Not really answering my questions, mysterious narrator man. And the crystal barrels.
I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up.
That's not a very good plan. Well, let's stick the core into the monument and see what happens.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger.
If it becomes a giant tentacle
Kid's gotta
monster,
put its power
I
to good
quit.
use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
I don't want to go out there. It's cold and scary, and wolves will follow me everywhere. Well, the Bastion is actually your hub, where you build structures which allow you to customize, your loadouts. You're able to build the distillery, upgrade your weapons, build a lost and found where you can buy items.
Kid ponders what to build.
Yeah, right now I have two choices. I have the distillery and the arsenal. Well, I don't really want to swap weapons right now, so I'll build the distillery, because I leveled up and I have an extra drink slot.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Very, very nice. We have a couple extra drinks. There's Hearty Punch, which essentially you don't get game over right away when you die. You actually get a chance to carry on and revive. This gives you another chance. Normally you only have one. This will give you two, and it will cause damage when you die. This can be useful for a few challenges later in the game. There's Were Whiskey, where if you drop below a third of your health, all your hits are critical hits. I really like that one. And Cinderbrick Stout, which allows you to move faster while holding up your shield. I like Were Whiskey, so we're going to play with that.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure it tastes.
The
That is
Skyway.
good.
Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
About as good as bad tequila. Well, I have the option to do the Breaker's Bow Challenge, which I'm not ready to do, so instead we will go to the Workman Yard. Ward, wow. This is what I get for recording at 4 in the morning, by the way. Drink spirits at the distillery to gain passive bonuses. Thanks.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Off the highway of deceit and deception.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
No, why would this be a field trip? The world was destroyed, and the laws of physics are clearly broke. You know what? I'll stop asking questions.
Scumbag can digest just about anything.
The War
Except for
Machete
this,
is
it's quick for slicing and
It's-
light enough to throw.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. It's a fairly versatile, fun weapon. It has a short range, but you can swing it very quickly. It's very good for damage, and it's very good in the early game, and you can throw it as an impromptu range weapon. It's kind of fun to play with.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
Squirt Lure is a
No sign of
fairly...
the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
It's a very lame special skill. It allows you to
Squirts don't
summon
make the
these
best
little
of
squirts.
friends, but they can be useful in a pinch.
They don't hit for very much.
Them squirts just don't know when to quit.
However, whenever you get a new secret skill, it overrides whatever one you have, so I'm sort of stuck with it.
He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag and
Blueberries! And they all kill themselves. Nice game.
there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all.
Gods
Gershel.
really do hate me. More giant blueberries. I don't get it.
The Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a vine apple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
You know what, narrator? You're a bit of a jerk. I'm gonna tell you off right now. Ooh, an item. Something sharp. Well, I'll admit I didn't read everything because we got something heavy. An upgrade material for the Kale Hammer, or Sail Hammer, however you want to pronounce it. A chuck? You know what? I quit. We don't care about something heavy, but something sharp. A batch of Zulwood leaves, best not handled bare-handed. The world's sharpest blades are treated with their oil. Very nice. I can actually read that one. Holy
He heads for
crap.
the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
I spent 3
Somehow
years in
that
college
old forge is still standing.
studying media, and I can't read 3 lines. That's how bad it is. I think this is what they mean when they refer to the Let's Play curse.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Kill him!
Never much cared for that big wide grin of his. Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
That's precisely it. By using fragments as well as things like something stringy or something sharp, you can actually upgrade your weapons. So I'm going to upgrade the machete and the bow. I can either get 20% chance to do double damage, or it will essentially slow down foes and will deal damage over time.
The little
I like
Zulwood
bonus to
oil on
crit.
that blade shines like a light.
So I will go for critical hit, and I will go for faster draw speed on the bow instead of target penetration.
With a good length of meat gut, that bow's like new again.
And this is gonna be awesome.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step.
Yeah, he does, but does he succeed? No. A ragged
No
hood.
white gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
I think it's just because they palette swap them to save the animator's time. Maybe it's just me. Let's check it out. A soiled garment that gas fellas wear. Gas fellas used to tend to mines, but are now storming the remains of Solondia with alarming numbers. But for what? Wow, I can actually read things now. It's great. If only I could do this
But it's
consistently.
locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town.
Darn right. Well, the core is now mine.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started.
Overall, this level was designed pretty well. It's kind of fun and encourages you to explore, and I like it. Build the forge in the
He
Bastion,
comes
upgrade
back,
weapons.
just like I knew he would.
Dead.
The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Yeah, things that hum tend to not be so well. If the kid ends up with radiation poisoning at the end of the game, well, I quit. Let's check out the Ragged Hood.
The windbags used to be alright. Then the Calamity took the floor out from under him.
And monument time!
Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Wow, that's actually one of the most reasonable things I've ever heard stated in a video game. Well, no reason to change the arsenal yet, so I will build the forge. But can't really upgrade anything yet, so let's fix that. We are going to attempt to
Picked
win
up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
at the Breakers Barracks. It's a proving ground. With the breaker's bow, release an arrow at just the right moment
breakers
for a
used to
power
come here
shot.
for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots.
It's a pretty fun game. Kid, this cannot be good for your health. Alright.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
Okay, in order to fully win this challenge and get first prize, you have to destroy all these targets in 5 hits. So let's go 1, 2, 3, slightly misaligned, and then 4, and you can probably do it in a 5th. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do it. Oh, that didn't work. Drat.
A perfect shot just happens in a flash.
This is going poorly. Yeah. Until you upgrade your bow, you have to do power shots for all these, and I'm just not that good with the bow, so I will go for second place.
Puts on the right solid performance.
Yeah, that'll have to do. I'll have to live with my crushing shame and defeat. But I get something stringy and something fancy. Something fancy. It's an upgrade for a certain weapon. Doesn't state a clockwork organizer once used for work and recreation. These springs and sprockets could be put to better use. Good to know. Well, let's get out of here because there's no way I can win that challenge until I upgrade my bow's damage.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
That sounded kind of ominous.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Of course, I want to do plus 50% damage, but I don't have the money, so let's go get that money. That's what I declare. And in order to do that, well, we got 2 locations. We can either go to the melting pot or the sundown path. It should be along this precarious walkway. Be careful up there. You know what? We will attempt to get that core and find some money. Yeah, what?
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though.
Then why did you come?
But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Wait, what? What? That's not fair. Come on.
Floor starts giving way under the lightest step. The single panic squirt could bring the whole place down.
And a boy who probably weighs about, a good 150 pounds, wouldn't affect the floor. At all.
Fragments of the old world.
Physics
rain
don't work
from the
like
sky.
that. But didn't we learn already we aren't supposed to question the laws of physics in this game? Maybe I should smarten up. Hey, at least there's lots of fragments out there.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them, though.
I do not like that sound.
Security's all fired up. Quick and careful is the only way to go.
Yes, dying is a bad thing. Next thing you're gonna tell me Hitler was a dork.
Usually strolling and such. Not so much for noise and tomfoolery. Sky bridges link the path together.
I'm getting a lot of fragments.
One of them bridges whips the kid along.
I didn't want to. I want to go over here where the spyglass is. There we go.
Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars.
Yes, that is what you use them for. A portable telegraphic lens used for stargazing. The sundown path once held breathtaking views of the stars, the mountains, and the sea. Now, only the stars remain. Aww.
Air travel always was an iffy proposition. The Calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows.
You know what? I'll stop questioning the physics of this universe now. I'm obviously not going to get anywhere. You know how you have that feeling that you're missing a secret in-game? You know they're just hiding something
Well, if we
around
mastered
here.
the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
I blame Stalin. I know Hitler and Stalin in one video. Truly, I've sunk too low.
Ain't no
Oh dear,
survivor stolen
what the hell is that? Giant... This is ludicrous.
Scumbag ate it by mistake.
Apparently, Satan's been looking through my book of nightmares. Finds the worst bits.
Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back.
Yes, my nightmares contain giant blueberry monsters. No, I do not want to know what that imagery means. Again, the feeling I'm always missing something.
No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
Down the tourist path, I find a hand grenade. Excellent, thank you, Giant Arrow.
Find time to find them.
Oh, hi, random skybridge.
These wires to toss those things plenty far away.
Hooray, random secret. Something burned. Let's take a look. An upgrade material for a certain weapon, a slab of burnstone blown topside during the calamity. Forged in flame already, it is highly resistant to heat. Beautiful.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky in the wicked.
Murder everything. And here's the Skyway. Whee!
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
This game is getting awfully dark. When in danger, remember to evade with space or defend with shift.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
His death as he hits the floor is enough to do it. Well, that's it for part 2. See you guys next time.